Hello, welcome back to I Sew with Joy. Today we're going to focus on 3 additional stitches. Last week we talked about straight stitches and basically the position of a stitch to the left, to the right, and middle, and centered. Today we're going to talk about stretch stitches, basin stitches, and stem stitches. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off with stretch stitches. This is a triple stretch stitch, and what this does is it gives you flexibility, especially when you're working with knit fabrics, and it's also kind of like a reinforcement stitch that allows you to your materials to be properly reinforced when you're sewing things together. So let's see what that looks like. So in this case, I want you to focus on what the needle is doing as we stitch along. So I'll go a little slower. If you notice, it's pulling the fabric back and forth. So again, it's a reinforcement stitch, and it's basically going over this multiple times, unlike a straight stitch that just goes over each once. And you'll see exactly what it looks like when this is completed. So this is what you get. Again, a more reinforced stitch that's thicker. So this is what you get with the triple stitch, and it's primarily used for knit fabrics because it helps ensure that your stitches or your fabric pieces stay together. Now let's go to the next one, which is this one here that looks like a zigzag stitch, or a swirly zigzag stitch. It's actually called a stem stitch, and this is also used, it can be used as a decorative stitch to put on top of something, or as a top stitch, and it's also another way of reinforcing your fabric, so your pieces together. So let's try that and see what it looks like. Again, these are all being done with a J foot. Most machines, you can just use the basic foot when doing this. And we're going to see what this looks like. You could also increase the length if you choose to do so. In this case, I am not doing that. And that's what that looks like. It can be used as a top stitch, but also another beautiful way to add a little bit of a design. And this is just a stem stitch to your fabric. It can be used as a decorative stitch. And last but not the least, we're going to do basin stitches. So for this one, I'm actually going to have to go to the next screen. And that's the very first one on my next screen right there. Now, a basin stitch is primarily used when you plan on doing a temporary stitch. In other words, this is something that you're going to be taking off at some point in the near future. So we're going to select that, and you're going to see, and let's go ahead and get this done. And that's it. It's a very, very simple stitch. And what this allows you to do, you can pull on the string or tug on the string on either side to kind of create a shearing type situation that ruffles if you have that. It's a very, very loose stitch and not meant to be used on a permanent basis. So these are the 3 stitches we worked on today. Be sure to come back, hit that plus button, and subscribe so you can get notified as we go along our stitch journey. Thank you.